I trip, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm over with.
All right, meeting.
Wait, it's happening.
There you go. Meeting is called to order. Supervisor Romden has to be excused here tonight. Is everybody else, who else we're missing? Supervisor Kroll, who else are we missing? Is that it, those two? All right. Approval of the agenda, do I have a motion? Supervisor Baker made a motion, Supervisor Lazansky second. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of July 1 minutes. Do I have a motion? Supervisor Poppy, second by Supervisor Yonke. Is there discussion of those minutes? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Administrators report. Reports suck.
Good evening. Yep, I have a few things for you this evening. So as you can see on the personnel report that was just passed around, we did fill a couple of positions and we did have a couple of resignations. Just want to kind of highlight from there. Erin Dahl or Dolly, I actually don't know how.
Dahl.
Dahl, okay. So Erin's actually going to stay in the same office, but she's changing employers. She's going to join the UW extension employed by UW system as an educator. So she created a vacancy for us without ever changing his offices. Because some positions are filled, are employed by the UW system directly, and others are hired by the county within extension. So she's filling the vacant state position that was vacated when the educator.
So she's gonna represent more than Kewaunee County then.
That would be the area director for Judy Knudsen. She's actually gonna be reporting to that position. So
Oh, she's not taking Julie's spot.
correct.
Oh,
Correct. That's the local agency director or something, I believe is the name of that title. So she'll report to that position, which is still vacant, but also under procurement to the state. So she's gonna be a state employee, but stay working at our UW extension office just change.
So we still have the same number of educators.
Please, so, yeah, it's not a new position. It's backfilling and open. It's been open for quite some time.
Yeah, it's been open several months.
so then will that one be hiring to fill that position?
So I would ask, yes, I would ask for the committee's approval to refill each of those two that are listed under resignation, the communications and education program support specialist, that's a mouthful. And then also Andrew Wick, the conservation specialist. We also asked to refill that position. Certainly still necessary. And it's moving on as well. It has a position that he has taken with the city of Green Bay.
Okay, do I have a motion to approve? We can do that now. Do I have a motion to approve filling those positions? Okay, Supervisor Luke, second by Supervisor Augustine. Any discussion of that motion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. I would just also want to highlight the four positions at the bottom on the personnel report. They're all being recruited for. The CCS program director was approved to be hired a few months back, but with myself being new and an internal candidate, showing up some credentials to become eligible. So we're looking for that starting off. So. Okay, then just a brief update on union negotiations. As the chief personnel committee here, we did receive a proposal from the represented law enforcement group. So we'll be meeting with the chairman selected, Gary Poppy, Doak, Jeff Mullenweiler, and himself to be the official negotiating committee. Myself, Dave, the sheriff's department command staff will also be there to support those negotiations. We'll be meeting as an internal team on August 23rd, and then responding to the union with where we stand on their proposal in the week after that. And I've been in touch with the union representative to make sure that timeline works and everything should be moving forward there. So that's the brief updates on that. And then That's all I have for the union negotiation, which just wanted to make people aware of where we stood with that. If there's any questions, I can go right into the next item. Yep. Then I would I just wanted to bring forward for preliminary for the committee's consideration. Just for information purposes tonight, no vote needed, but just wanted to share, since it's my first time through the budget, that myself and Paul have looked at kind of the analytics of what the WERC, Wisconsin Employment Relations Commission, projects for inflation over the next year, what the backward-looking CPIU does, and just kind of looking at marketplace factors of where we should at least to build a preliminary budget that prepare and make forward for you guys in the next month or two. So we have at this time in the personnel lines a 3% increase on wages preliminarily in the budget as a placeholder. Certainly the county board has authority on that, but I just wanted to bring forward preliminarily where we're using to build the budget from this. Like I said, that's based on the data sources available, so to be as close as possible as with the market, and then the board would have the discretion to make that decision of what it is.
That's it.
That's all I have for that as well.
All right. The only thing we got left is next meeting date. This could be my shortest meeting of the year. The next meeting date would be November 2nd, Labor Day? No. 9th, that right? So, yes, anybody have to go to Tuesday that month on the 10th? Can we go to the 10th? All right, let's shoot for the 10th, and we'll stay at 6 p.m. so that Supervisor Yonke doesn't have to leave work early. Oh. All right, September 10th, 6 o'clock. That works. Yes. The motion to adjourn. Supervisor Poppy. Second. By Supervisor Baker, all in favor, say